Hey, what's going on, everyone? How are you doing today? We got ourselves another game, and yes, Tadams is back. He's going up against Batu. For anyone who doesn't know, has Batu been on the channel before? Honestly, I don't know, but Batu is Batuhan, as we call him. He's a Turkish player. He's part of the free food party, and yeah, he's a decent player. He's one of those. He's an up and coming player. And a lot of people are putting a lot of faith into this guy to say he's the next new most improved player. A little bit of a joke going on in the community that Ungers was the most improved player of all time because he used to be, very average. And then, throughout his D career, he became very, very good. He's a top player now. And people are saying Batuan is potentially the next most improved player. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. He's playing as Lakota. And fun fact, there's the ESOC Spring Championship tournament is coming up right now. And I'm facing Batuan in the first round. So, yeah, we'll put the test. Put him through the test. See if he really is the new most improved player, MIP. And I'm sort of that gatekeeper. I serve that purpose as kind of like a 2K Elo gatekeeper. So you got to get past me before you can become a real pro. Anyways, let's talk about the game. Tadams versus Batuan. We've got ourselves... do you know what? I don't know if I said this before on YouTube, on chat. The more I play this map, the more I really enjoy it. I love maps that give you something extra to do in Age 1. And the water that this gives you is basically like having another explorer, getting treasures on the water. This thing only gathers at a very, very, very small rate, about a third of a normal boat. So it really doesn't impact the meta that much, but it gives you something to do, and it just makes the map a little bit more interesting. You can use the catamaran as well as a way of garrisoning stuff, explorers, villagers. So there's that uniqueness in the map, which I really, really like. So yeah, the more I play this map, the more I really start to enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think of this map. I'm really starting to enjoy it. And I actually hope this stays in the ranked map pool. But yeah, anyways, let's have a look at some deck time. Free vills, friendly territory. Looks pretty standard. Could be a bit of an H2, could be a bit of an H3. He does have the mortars, the bison, and the akitita. Does what else? 8 villagers. He's got adoption. He's got Earth Bounty and the North America trade. Very good card there, North America trade. Just have 7 Cheyenne allies as well. So it looks like we might see some early H2 stuff. He is aging up. Sort of 3-minute mark. That's okay. I think we'll see maybe some TP booming, but he's sending 3 villagers forward. Those villagers are moving like they are on a mission. And that lady is swaying those hips side to side, trying to entice me. The power of Christ compels you. No thirst trap here. No, no, no. Only Age of Mythology will do that to me. Nice. Likely he's going to be picking up an Issa Warrior here.
Yes.
And a Swashbuckler. All at the same time.
Ready.
This thing has 1 fire rate. Damn. 12 hand attack. Very, very good treasure guardian to have on your side. Tadams is aged up, so we're seeing that classic 10-10. So he's gone 10 villagers with no house on the age up. He's gone for a trading post. He gets the house in transition so he can start building villagers now. And he's going to be shipping 700 gold. So he's going to be doing the 10-10, the very, very, very good build. Very, very good build. He has gone for Fatorius first card. He does have Town Militia. He does have Economic Theory. Does have Advanced Arsenal. Not a single military shipment in Age 2, though. So... yes, brave. Very, very brave. But who needs military shipments when you've got double batches of Minutemen? Triple batches of Minutemen if he ages up fast. So there comes the 700 gold. So the 700 gold is in. Batuan. What can he do right here? So he's just aged up. There goes the War Hut. His first shipment is gonna be 4 Axe Riders, so he's going straight in for it. Man wants to munch on some of those villagers. Wants to kill some of that eco. And he's going to be making some Club Warriors behind it. Okay. Club Warriors would be a very safe TP hit. Well, it's not a safe TP because you have to go behind the TC, but it's safe in the sense that you can sneak Club Warriors around here and take that down without being attacked essentially by TCs. So from that perspective, it is a safe TC. Tadams still has his catamaran here, but actually not doing anything with that catamaran. It could still be... I mean, yes, it gathers very slowly, but it's still worth gathering. Tadams being a little slow there, and I think he's going to lose a villager already. Tadams down to 12 villagers. And you can see when you do this 10-10, you don't have a lot of eco early on, so every villager counts. So that's a great start for Batu. Tadams is aging up. What's he aging up with? The Exile Prince, like I said, very effective for Fatorius builds, because obviously Fatorius gives each TC a trickle. You increase that trickle every time you get an extra TC. Now picking up the Explorer, that's 45 XP, very nice. No, putting his Axe Riders on the guard stance. It's very much the meta these days to put small amounts of units onto the guard stance. It makes their movement much better. Make sure they don't, kind of bump into each other. Club Warriors have come down. They were halfway through getting his trading post. He sees the age up and he goes for the TC bit. You ain't gonna take that down. There's no way. Oh, wow, and Tadams using 3 villagers. That's doing 30 damage apiece. Very smart defensive play there. I don't know why Batu made that decision. You're not taking that town center down. It gets built very, very quickly. When you make this decision, you need to make sure that you've got a really comfortable amount of heavy infantry to take down this TC. And then on top of that, you need to be prepared for Minutemen to be called. So you're just baiting in that Minutemen call there. Batuan could have taken down that trading post, which would have been a far more effective use of his club warriors there. And Batuan goes down, and it's that sort of decision making which really just separate the kind of good players from the pro players. And Batuan making a big mistake there. Honestly, that sort of mistake can cost you the game. Not saying it has been costly. I mean, he did pick up a villager. He did get some extra XP. He did deny a lot of kind of time here from his opponent. So Batuan's he did a good job there, but just that decision making, losing all those club warriors, just a bad mistake there. Tadams calls 5 goons first shipment. His second shipment's going to be a fort. A fort? Interesting. Batu had that Issa warrior over here. Going to need more than one, unfortunately, to deal with these goons. Tadam's going to try and do some raiding here, but Batuan is prepared. Goon's not the best raiding unit in the game unless you've got a decent amount of them. But even then, they're not a melee unit, so they don't naturally snare, so you have to melee them, and you have to have a lot of them to do enough damage to kill villagers in one hit. So yeah, Goon's not a very good raiding unit at all. Batuan got villagers kind of separated a bit everywhere. Fort going down. That looks like that's going to go up. I don't see any units here from Batu, so maybe Batu's going for the age up. He is going for the age up. What's he aging up with? The messenger, so he's aging up fast. So he's gone for 4 Axe Riders, straight into 700 gold, and then into that age up. Does have Stagecoach with 2 TPs. Not bad. Good for his eco. Putting down a coral. Sorry, I said that wrong. I remember I got told off the last time I said that. A corral. He's put down a corral. See, I do learn, chat. I'm a slow learner. I'm getting old, boys. That's why. I'm getting old. Back in my day. But I was playing this game since 2006, boys. I played the old school. Damn, that Lakota did some work, God, that Lakota's hero is so tough. Look, 1,250 HP. So tough. It does a good amount of damage as well. 18 damage with 2 area of effect. Like you gotta kite that thing, otherwise that's gonna do some damage if you let it. Okay, so Batuan. So we had that initial kind of aggression. Definitely a bit of kind of like a semi-aggression, semi-rush. Tadam's putting some villagers on berries for some reason. Tadam's stacking up those resources, so it looks like he's going straight for the industrial. It's quite a slow industrial, but that is because Batuan did kind of deny him a lot of time there. So that initial rush with the 4 Axe Riders and Club Warriors was really, really good. If he was able to take down that TP as well, which has now been healed, that would have been really, really good. That would have been like taking a villager down, killing an explorer, and taking down a TP, and he could have kept some of his units alive there, such as his axe riders. He would have been in a really good position, an even better position than he's already in. 1,000 wood coming in now. Oh, are we going to see another revolt? So Tadams, last time we saw him, he was a Brazil enjoyer. Maybe we're going to see it again from him. Is this one of his? Is he the Brazil Karim? He only revolts to Brazil. He's going over the tycoon. He's shipping 1k gold. It's looking like he probably will. And I love it. The macro works really well for it. Just everyone on food. The 1k wood and 1k gold on age up. That pays for the revolt. Just everyone on food. So the macro is looking like he is. What's Batuan up to? He's just massing some units, going for bow riders and some skirms here. Putting down another town center. Interesting. So he's gone for 1k wood was his first shipment, then straight into 8 villagers. So wants to boom behind this. And you never really want Lakota to kind of boom like really heavily, because if their units are already insane. So if you give them a really good eco as well, to basically give them the whole map, like their units are insane. Their units are absolutely insane. And I would be worried if I was Tadams. He is 5k score up somehow. I think that score is definitely inflated because of the extra TCs and the fort. That counts for a lot of score. So it is definitely inflated at the moment. So I wouldn't look too highly into that. Okay. Oh, that's his third TC. He's already put down a second TC. Interesting. So we're going to get a free TC boom. I think that's definitely the right play. Lakota don't have a lot of siege at this stage, like in age 3. They don't have a lot of siege early on. Their best siege is like when they get a full mass of cavalry and they get the siege dance going. But you need a lot of villagers for that, to sacrifice putting like 20 villagers on the community plaza. Other than that, they have the captured mortars in age 4 as well. But other than that, they don't really have a lot of siege options in age 3. So you don't really want to be pushing in here. You just want to be containing. And did I just see adoption? Yes, I did. Arrives fast. Now, this is a change from adoption. It never used to arrive fast. I can't remember if that was a recent-ish change or that was a DE change. But back in Legacy, that never came in fast. And that's a really good card, because I say this about any card that comes in really fast is almost always a good card, because you get instant value out of it. Instant value, instant tempo from it. And adoption, for anyone who doesn't know, it turns your eco insane. Villagers train faster and grant significantly more XP when trained. So the villager build time is minus 25%. So a quarter of the time is taken off. And then villager build bounty is plus 250%. So basically you're getting 35 XP per villager built. Your economy is booming, as are your shipments. So yeah, it's a really good card. If you know your opponent is turtling like this and you know you're going to have a good amount of time to boom, ship that card. It is so good. The payoff, it takes a while to pay off, but when it does, my God, is that an insane card. And you see here, look how quickly 3 villages is being built every 30 seconds, probably less. Really, really good. He's already up to 50 villagers at 13 minutes. Tadams, like I said, has gone for the Brazil. He's shipped 2 heavies. Has he shipped his... No, he's got no factory, so man's on a mission. He's going for it. 2 heavy cannons. Give me them Voluntaros once again. And he's pushing in for it. Perfect timing. Like I said, Batu, he's gone for adoption. That will take a while. It is an eco card. It's going to take a while to pay off. It will pay off, but... So this could be the timing Tadams needs here. Look at that macro as well. He's got so many resources there. Obviously feels like he's on a timer here. Lots of bow riders, skirmishers, adding in a few rifle riders as well. In they go, it's fight time. Pull tricking the heavies to get out of there. The cav are targeting the heavies, and once the heavies go down, like, these revolutionaries, yes, they're cheap, there's a lot of them, but my God, they are bad. They are basically the Strelets of the revolution world. And, I mean, 2 heavies gone down. So, wait, when did all of these trading posts go down? When did that happen? Did I miss something there? He's got so many TPs for some reason. They're all built as well. Wow, Tadams being sneaky. Even I missed that much. Wow. Talking about adoption too much. But Batu does a good job, and the scores are catching up. He's catching up. The scores now narrowing, and with 0 villagers from Brazil, Batu's on 54. Eco's going to be really heavily favored for Batu. 2 TCs getting called. He can ship that card twice. Well, technically you can ship it 3 times, but on the 3rd time, you will need to ship Donatarios to be able to get those extra 2 TC. So you can get 6, you can get another 2 for 8, and then if you want 10, you will need to ship that card. Don't forget there is a small amount of eco here. Each town center producing those amount of trickles, but look at this. He's back up to 81 revolutionaries, just like that. And I do believe it's every 2.5 minutes. I do believe the 10 Voluntaros get produced every 2.5 minutes. So do the math on that. Like, he's going to have 6 town centers, and every 2.5 minutes, 1 TC is giving him 10. Is it 10 or 9 Voluntaros? I believe it's 10. But the population says 9, so maybe it's 9. So someone do the math on that. 6 times 9 every 2.5 minutes. Let's round it up to 60. So that's 60 revolutionaries every 2.5 minutes. 60 revolutionaries. These revolutionaries are only 50 food, but that's still a lot of resource every 2.5 minutes. Hussars, he's making a load of Hussars and going raiding with them. Interesting use there. And I think he, like I said, he had so many resources just left over. And it looks like he's decided to spend them on Hussars. And he's killed a lot of villagers there. A lot of villagers. Batu's counteracting by taking down a town center. So that's not bad. Really important you take down town centers as Brazil. Because, you know, that's where all the resources come from. That's where the Voluntaros get produced. Gatling guns getting made here. That's 80. Oh, my God. 80 revolutionaries. Hussars going in. Most of the Gatlings get taken down there. Hussars coming in. Are the Hussars going to dive in for it? Maybe they're going to dive it. Is it going to snare enough stuff here just to allow these Voluntaros to get in there, get stuck in there? Look at all of these beautiful Strelets. Look at these boys. And is it just the case of that there's just enough mass there? These things are doing work. He's got Minutemen stuck in there as well. Batu, you've got to kite these for the love of Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Losing to these things that have 12 ranged attack. Oh, they cleaned up. Tadams just cleaned up with these units. My goodness me. A band of merry men. And it's never ending. It is never ending. Is this doable for Tadams now after getting cleaned up in that first fight? Another 2 covered wagons coming in. He did lose a TC there. So he's going to go up to 7 now. Wow. Some Lakota Takola soldiers. About to call them dog soldiers. Lakota dog soldiers there. That's that legacy side of me there. Back in my day, we called them dog soldiers. By the way, how much cooler is dog soldier than Takola soldier? Like you would much rather be called a dog soldier than a Takola, wouldn't you? Let's be real. Like dog soldier. Anyways, bang, a nice batch of Takolas coming in there. Is Batu just batting him back right as he thinks he's gonna swing the game here? The Lakota hero gets back up at the perfect time. Deciding not to hit. Oh no, he's going back in. Just felt like going round the roundabout. Merry-go-round there for some reason. But the Takola soldiers just got melted. And there's just enough of these units. There's just so many of them. We got a subscriber on YouTube. Thank you, Last Cap. Maybe you'll get to see this back. Damn. Damn. Why is that? Tadams is making this revolt look good. It's not good, trust me. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is good. Maybe it's good against Lakota. I mean, Lakota don't have artillery. And these guys are very, very weak to artillery. So maybe this is the right play versus Lakota. Guys, maybe Tadams, the 1700 ELO hero, maybe he's discovered something here. Maybe this is the meta, and I just didn't realize it. God damn, this guy's making me want to play Brazil again. Okay, more Axe Riders coming in. He's up to 72 vills. 72 vills, and look at the scores. Very, very close. It's looking good for Batu. Every time I say Batu, every time I look at that name, it wants me to say Batty. I don't know why. Come on then, ya Batty. I want to call him Batty. Are you okay with that guy? I'm going to call him Batty from now on. Anyways, as I was saying, Batty is comfortably in the eco lead. And I know heavy cavalry, you might be thinking, oh, that's not a good unit to make. I mean, making heavy cav is still kind of okay versus these things. Yes, they're kind of like, the best way of looking at a revolutionary is they're like a Carolean. They're kind of like a Carolean, but also with the bonus in melee versus cav. That's the best way of looking at them, a very speedy Carolean. Okay, up to 79 vills. Tadams is on 0 vills still. He is shipping Minas Gerais. So he is gonna get some villagers right now. And look at the potential rebuild here. He's got 7 TCs that he can make villagers from. 7 villagers a pop. They will cost gold. The villagers will cost gold. But maybe it's possible. So 0 vills whilst Batu's on 80. If Tadams makes the comeback here, I swear to God, I'll lose it. Surely there's no way he wins here. But, I mean, these revolutionaries are really good, though, and he's making cav. He's making a lot of rifle riders, and that's interesting because it's kind of like the same against the Carolean. It's weird because elite rifle riders, fantastic unit in general, but what do they get beat by? They get beat by skirmishers and dragoons. This can't make skirmisher or dragoons, really. You know, he's only making these revolutionaries. So, and they do have the heavy infantry tag. So these rifle riders will get their multis. And these things do so insane. They almost do, I think, what is it, 56 damage, 54 damage to a revolutionary. So they basically 2-hit revolutionaries. 2-hit revolutionaries. Whilst they have a 1.5 fire rate on top of that. So absolutely insane. Like, basically every one shot, which is every 3 seconds, from a revolutionary, these do 24 damage, because they do have that multi, okay? So 24 damage every 3 seconds. This thing does over 100 damage every 3 seconds, because it gets double the hits in, because of the increased attack speed. So this is actually an insane unit. Definitely the right unit to make it. They also counter artillery. So yeah, it's definitely the right unit here. And that is a huge, it's max pop right now. 91 villagers, max population for military. He's got the perfect spread. He's got the perfect unit. Surely he cleans up here. He is fighting under the fort, but that's okay. That's okay, that Lakota hero tanking so much damage. And like I said, look at this. Even with the superior mass from Brazil, surely this is a huge cleanup here for Batu, for Batty. And just like that, he does clean up. He's still on 160 pops, so he's still got a decent mass here. Still fighting under that fort. These things don't have very good siege, though, so he needs to follow this up somehow with siege. He's on the attack dance. He needs to get that siege dance. Because these things are going to take a long time to siege this TC down. And don't forget, every 2.5 minutes, there's going to be more Voluntaros. Earth Bounty coming in. That 2.5 coin trickle. And it increases estates by 20%. Revolutionaries just getting stuck in being a nuisance here. The fort doing damage. The fort doing work here as well. And look at this Batu. He hasn't even taken half HP of this TC. Like, he's cleaned up. He needs to try and find a way to punish this. Look at the amount of gold Batu's on. He's up in score, 6K score. Elite 2P Blackwood's getting built here. I'm not going to lie, that's a good shipment to send here. They're light infantry that do a lot of damage. Look at that 2.5 multi versus light range cavalry. So they do like well over 50 damage. They have that 1.55 rate as well. And god damn, they cleaned up those rifle riders. Oh, as the heavy cab come in, the perfect timing for the Voluntaros to come in and clean up the cab. You couldn't, that timing could not have been sweeter. Sweet as an app. And just like that, the score swings in favor for Tadams. Like I said, if this happens for Tadams, I'm gonna be a Brazil enjoyer from now on. I swear to God, if this happens. So clean for Batty, but then Batty got cleaned himself. I just realized how that sounds. Yeah, I won't say Batty anymore. 3K score in front. Batty on 99 villagers. Batu. Oh my god, I've just said it wrong. I'm never gonna say it right again now anymore. Jesus Christ. Look at how many villagers are over here. Now these are a good raiding party. They're very cheap. They don't have negative multipliers versus villagers, and because you get so many of them, they will do so much damage. That catamaran actually getting some play here now. Okay. Tadams, wow, look, 4K up score still. And he's up to 25 villagers. He's now shipping Cara blowgunners. Wow. So there was that shipment of the 2P Blackwood. Catamaran going down, but Voluntaro's going straight over there doing some more raiding. Look at these things go. Get those grey coats. No grey coats for Batu. Another lesson learned there, because he's lost a lot of villagers and he has not got the upgrade for their HP. At 27, 28 minutes of the game, that is inexcusable. So Batu, if you're listening, get those great coats, buddy. You even went for adoption, not to get those that HP upgrade for them is a big mistake. But he's straight back up to 97 villagers, as if it mattered. Adoption is that good. You kill a load of villagers, bang, adoption just instantly within a minute, you've got full villagers back again. So really getting a lot of value out of that adoption card. Now it's his turn to do some raiding. Really massing a lot of rifle riders. And like I said, I think that's the right unit here. Definitely. Like, what do they have? What do they have? The biggest problem for Batu right now, for Batuan, is he hasn't got a good siege option. He needs a good siege option. And he's still in age 3, and this may cost him. He needs to get into age 4. He really needs the advanced captured mortars. That is what he needs. He can protect those mortars with his units. And if the revolutionaries have to come to him, he will be able to deal with them a lot easier than him having to come to them. So I love this. As well as adoption, as well as having adoption, he's also got the, I don't know what you call the dance for this. I always forget the name of this one, but it's I call it the baby face one. So basically this dance increases military unit production and economic villager production. The villager production is 84%. So you can almost double the speed for villagers. So villagers come in, like with adoption, villagers come in like every 10 seconds. It's absolutely insane. But again, a nice cleanup here from Batu. But what is the follow-up? That's what Batu doesn't have. He doesn't have a plan for the follow-up. Yes, he can win in an army, in a fight, but Tadam's army is for free, whilst Batuhan's is very, very expensive. These units are very expensive, 120 food and 90 coin. The rebuild for him is a lot more costly than it is for Tadams. So he needs a way of punishing his opponent, and he doesn't have that option right now. It looks like he's trying, he's understanding that maybe now and needs to get into H4, but is it going to be too late? Raiding some more villagers here. Look at the mass here from Tadams. He's just got 95. He's got more than that. He's literally on about 110 unit population here. Blow gunners at the front. Just going to get melted by the heavy cab. But look how many volunteeros there are, and they're melting the cavalry. Oh, there's just so many of them. Oh my God, now even thumping, more reinforcements coming in, now even batting back the rifle riders. Oh my goodness me. Tadams is making these units look really, really strong. These things are okay for siege as well because they've got 10 siege, but they're basically a half unit. So you basically get 2 units for the price of 1. So it's basically 20 siege attack. And because you get so many of them, it's just good for 1 pop unit. Now shipping in 10 Castadors. Surely there's better options than that here. I mean, he's got the Akans. He could easily ship these Akans. I'm not sure why he doesn't. I think they're the native version, so they wouldn't cost population space either. So much gold from Tadams here. And look at his remass. He's up to 56 villagers. His eco's pretty decent right now. His score's about 10k score in front. Batu decided not to age up. Oh no, and that push just destroyed the age up time for Batuhan, and now he feels like he has to use that resources to make units, and this is the problem. Batuhan stayed in age 3 too long. And now he's just stuck in age 3 constantly. Now he's having to fight just to stay in the game here. He's on 91 villagers, but he's 10k scored down. How is that even possible? Tadam's even having the cheek to build an outpost to get access to this salt mine. My goodness me. And there's just so many revolutionaries. They're just like flies. They're everywhere. My goodness me. Is this game over? Is this game seriously over? Batuhan's gone to the water, but it's not more eco he needs. Holy hell. Even with the best counter unit he has, the elite rifle riders, he needs them to get to champion level. He needs the siege behind it. Trying to do some raiding here. But look, it's just never-ending, infinite mass. Just infinite mass. How many of these Voluntaros have been produced this game? We're going to have to find out at the end of the stats. Even shipping in the Amazonia card, which gives a 2 wood trickle, plus a huge bonus and yield bonus to villagers on the trees. So that's an interesting card. You do not see that card shipped every day. I mean, he's got Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro. I can't say that properly. I'm sorry, guys. Which basically gives him age 5 shipments. It gives you a capital and gives you the age 5 upgrade shipments that you get from a capital. Yeah, that is 100% what you want to send here. Could even send this card here. That's pretty good. But he's sticking to his guns and just shipping the infinite skirmisher units. And look at this. He can just send 67 units to go raid, because why not? Because why wouldn't you do that? He's just got so many units. It does not matter how many he loses at this point. He can just cause economic damage and lose all of these units, because these units are for free. These units come free. And I think it's over. Look at the scores. Tadam's score never goes down because he constantly just gets free units. He's up to 65 villagers. Look how quickly these things fire. 20 range damage times 3 versus heavy infantry. They do 60 damage every 1.5 seconds. But it doesn't matter. More just infinite units here. And Tadams actually brings that game back. What a fantastic game that was. Oh my goodness me. That was, guys, that was so enjoyable to cast. Wow. I really, really enjoyed seeing that. Batuan, very good player. Definitely considered a better player than Tadams. But he just probably hasn't dealt with this before and didn't know how to best deal with this. Yes, he went for the adoption, which was a really good boom option, but he didn't follow it up with an age up. Really needed an age up at some point here to get those captured mortars, to punish Tadams, punish the Brazil revolt, because he needed to siege the fort, then he needed to siege the TCs, but couldn't get that punished because he didn't have the siege option. And after however many attacks that he actually won, it didn't matter because he couldn't punish. 525 were produced. Get rid of, let's say, let's round it to 500 because some villagers went to it. Let's say 450. So 450 volunteros were produced that game. They are 50 food each. 450. You do the math. See, how I would do the math, I had to times that by 10. That's 4,500 resources. Then times that by 5. It's what? 20,000 resources? 20,000 food! Guys, I tell you what. I haven't done that correctly. I'm rounding up. So what I'm going to do whilst I'm recording this, I'm going to get my calculator on my phone. Let's do it together, shall we? So 450 times 50 equals... I was close. 22,500. 22,500. That's how much food, that's how much resource in food that amount of free units was worth. 22,500 food was produced from those TCs. On top of the Fatorious trickle for each of the TCs as well. Who needs villagers, boys? Who needs factories? What a fantastic game. Batuan, unfortunate. It was looking really good for him. Look at the villagers count. But it just didn't matter in the end. Let's look at all resources. Oh, God, it's painful to see. But Batuan, he didn't play it right. He didn't get... I mean, he played some of it right, but he just couldn't get the countermeasure that he really needed. And he needed to identify that he needed siege earlier. And I think when he identified it by trying to get the age up, it was at that point, it was too late. But guys, what a fantastic game. Hope you enjoyed that one. And I will catch you in the next game. Peace.